Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to TMFIA Reviews. My name is 97 Jonnyboy. I'm here with my co-host,
Savage Acorn. Nah,
Savage. How's your day going?
it's going fine. How was yours?
Pretty good. I'm excited. Got some work tonight, but right now we have this we got some real work cut out for us.
We have a tragedy to go over.
Heroes of Wrestling. Yeah,
Yes,
that's what we're reviewing today. When did the show come out? When did this show go live?
it happened on October 10th, 1999. It happened at Casino Magic in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi.
Mississippi! What a wonderful show.
You know, they had an attendance of 2,300. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. And so I guess after this pay-per-view, they had a series of pay-per-views planned out, whereas if they were gonna have an angle that this was a wrestling corporation.
Yeah.
And oh god, this show is not good. I guess this was a one-off completely because they decided that the show went so badly that they canceled everything, right?
They canceled everything. It was almost like how Extreme Rising ended out, but worse.
Yep. Okay, so we're gonna start the show off here. We had Zeb Coulter on commentary with some other geek. I don't really remember him. They introduced the Samoan SWAT team, Samu and Sika. I believe he was the original Samoan,
Yeah.
Wild Samoan, and they called him the Samoan Savage. His name was
Well,
Savage.
Alpha and Sika. Yeah, Alpha and Sika.
Yeah, his manager was Paul Adams. Paul Adams managing the Samoan SWAT team. Alright, they come out to face one half of the Rockers, Marty Jannetty and Tommy Rogers. What a great star at the time Marty Jannetty was.
Of course he was. Look at him.
Big star here. What was that comment? All those kids might not be hunters.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
They may not be hunters.
Alright, I'm gonna start off here. The match starts with Samu, and he taunts to the crowd, and Marty Jannetty then cheers to the crowd. Zeb Coulter keeps going on about his First Amendment right to talk about his opinion. He's very useless for this entire show.
He's trying to be like heel commentator. Doing
Yes.
him heel commentator.
Yes. It takes a couple minutes for Marty and Samu to start battling. Marty Jannetty clears house. The fans go fucking wild after this first interaction. Zeb Coulter says there will be a knockout tonight. That the Samoans are going to win by a fucking knockout.
Oh boy.
When's the last time you saw a match go over by knockout?
I have not. I'm pretty sure there had just been a lot that we haven't even realized. I guess if you count Rusev doing his little
Oh, that I guess yeah. Well,
I guess
people say submission though.
yeah. I mean your body gives out. I mean, okay. A knockout is if someone renders you completely out, and a submission is
I would say
you.
by force, like
Yeah, it's like your body could no longer handle it.
yeah.
So your body gave out, but you didn't. I would guess submission would be you give up, not your body.
Okay.
But I guess all of Rusev, a lot of Rusev matches with Jack Swagger all ended out with knockout.
All right, I'm gonna just go through my notes. It might be a little bit jumbled up because I wrote these actually a while ago. But excuse me if I get jumbled up here. We got Samu corners Marty Jannetty. He goes for a huge chop, and Marty then ducks. So Samu whacks the Wild Savage in the face, which looked brutal. Tommy Rogers and Marty Jannetty start working over the arms of Samu. Here, I almost want to say Shamu because this fucker was huge. Samu,
One thing about how the Samoan SWAT team looked, they looked fantastic.
yeah, they did. They looked really good. Down here, I wrote somewhere that they went over really light, surprisingly.
They did. They were really light on their feet. They were running around, jumping and springboarding over their opponents. It was great. It was fantastic. But the whole match didn't pan out too well. But they were really athletic in this match. It was really surprising to see that.
Yeah, we got Samu gets tagged. Samoan Savage. Savage wants a handshake from Tommy Rogers. Then Savage, the heel, tries a low blow, but Rogers catches the boot. So what does his face do? He hits Savage with a low blow.
Yeah, right in the nuts, Jules.
Yep. We got an awkward close-up of Samoan Savage's face, and Zeb Coulter lies to us and tells us how good-looking that guy is. The fans love the heel maneuvers that the babyface team of Jannetty and Rogers were performing.
The crowd seems so animated in this show.
Yeah.
You know how like they try and they pan to the crowd and
Oh yeah. What was that
they
one segment I think of like Stan Lane and they're like, "Oh, the women are going wild." They close up on like 8-year-olds in the crowd. It's like, oh fuck yeah, man.
That, that was really strange. But
Yeah.
yeah, they tried to like give it a kind of like a TV feel, if that
Yeah,
makes
it did. Sometimes it felt good. It felt like it was a good 80s show in 1998.
it was a 1999 show that felt like
99. My bad.
which it shouldn't have.
Yeah.
It really shouldn't have felt like it came straight out of 1981.
God damn it, XPW had better production than this.
They did. They really did, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah. Where was I at? Yeah.
Oh, we should review some XPW shows. They have a lot of them on
Oh
YouTube.
yeah, Baptized in Blood. Woo! We got awkward close-up of, where was that? Oh, another awkward close-up of the Samoans' huge asses.
Yes, but I don't know what's with their fascination in their butts.
I
Like
don't know. They're just
Rikishi
butts.
has the butt smash thingy in the corner. Umaga has the butt thingy in the corner. The Usos have the butt thingy in the corner. And Roman Reigns and talking about people's nuts. The Rock talking about people's putting stuff in people's butts. I don't know what's with those Samoans and people's butts and nuts and stuff like that. It's weird.
So one of the Samoans hits a Jannetty with chair shot on the outside. Tommy Rogers begins to kick some ass and scoop and a slam on one of them, and then a big super kick to the other one. And then the smaller Samoan hits a double headbutt. And then they no-sell, and they no-sell the headbutt from Tommy Rogers. And Coulter, Zeb fucking Coulter says, "You cannot hurt the Samoans by attacking the head." Like this is some kind of like anatomy fact here. Like you learn this anatomy. It says
He's
like
done his research. He's done in biology.
there you go. Tommy Rogers hits a double DDT on both the Samoans. Jannetty hits a double bulldog. Sends one of them to the outside. Jannetty dives over the ropes and comes down on the Samoan. The Samoan hits an F5 on Tommy Rogers while he was looking at Marty Jannetty. The Samoan SWAT team won, and quote, "You can put that on their resume."
Yeah, I guess for a future tag team title match against
Are the Heroes of Wrestling World Tag Team Championships,
yes.
where you can face what's a really washed up tag team? Oh yeah, who won later in the night? The Bushwhackers.
The Bushwhackers.
Yeah, the Bushwhackers will face
Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov.
Oh god damn it. So we had a backstage segment with George Animal Steel and Sherry. Interview with sensational Sherry thing. And then George Animal Steel versus Greg the Hammer fucking Valentine.
I don't know if it was me, but Sherry looked very bad.
Yep, she looks like she was cracked up a little bit.
Like, she just looked... If you compare her to 1995 or 1996 Sherry, you like, what happened? But...
Valentine says the Steel will lay down and die. On a promo.
Lay down and die. What? I can imagine him saying that with his freaking robe thing half off of his shoulders, pointing to the camera saying, "George the Animal Steel will lay down and die."
He says, this animal, George the Steel was hesitant to enter the ring. He was scared. George Steele was fucking timid.
He was scared. He didn't want to lay down and die.
Yeah, he didn't. George Steele, he did some strange movements. I don't really know how to describe them. This guy's fucking wacky. Valentine chased Sherry around the ring a bit. Steele tries his biting Valentine's arm. The ref stops Steele from eating the turnbuckle pad. The referee had a good couple minutes stern conversation with Steele, telling him not to do that. Steele tries to take off his shirt. And this is where fucking Valentine gets the heat. He takes off the shirt. The shirt is over his head, but it's not completely off yet. It's like kind of over his head. He hasn't gotten it off the neck yet.
Like the bullies do in high school.
Yeah, and then Valentine attacks him once he has the shirt stuck over his head, and then the commentator notices that the belly is exposed, he said. The belly is exposed!
Oh boy.
Like, fuck my god, it's almost like he took off the knee pad and started destroying the knee. Like, the fucking belly, like, what?
If he's going that nuts over his belly and his exposed stomach, I'd love to see what happens if someone gets thrown off a cage.
Oh my god. So, Valentine's just stomping the shit out of George. Then Sherry starts choking Steele from the outside. She turns on George Steele, but oh my fucking god! Valentine continues his attack. Steele finally gets the shirt off, but he didn't know that Valentine or Sherry was attacking
her
him
around the ring earlier.
Yeah, Valentine was.
What? Oh, okay.
It was all a ruse. They're actually working together.
Oh boy.
He is apparently not aware of Sherry attacking him. George Steele has an object and poked Valentine in the throat with it and hands it off to Sherry. She shoves the object in her bosom. Then Steele works over Valentine after a brutal attack with an object, then hits a low blow on Valentine. And Sherry gives Valentine the object. Steele, still unaware of this. Sherry then hits George Animal Steele with a chair, and Valentine pins him. Then Steele throws Sherry over the top rope. The new couple retreat to the back. Steele throws chairs in the ring. Steele rips apart the turnbuckle pads. Valentine returns, and Steele returns with Sherry with a steel chair. They run up back to the entrance ramp to the backstage. Clusterfuck of a match and an angle.
Wait, did he run back to the ring and get a chair and then run backstage?
Yes. No, I think he came from the backstage with a steel chair, and then he was like, "Oh, you're still out here. Fuck. My bad." It's like, this is awkward. So I guess I'm gonna run back in there. God damn it, this was so shitty. Then we had an interview with Julio Fantastico, which is Julio De Niro, most popular from TNA. Yeah.
He was fired up.
He gave the best promo ever. I wrote this. I'm not sure if that was being sarcastic or not, but I don't really remember it. That's how fucking good it was. We had Fantastico versus Too Cold Scorpio. Too Cold Scorpio looked like a combination of Teddy Long and Booker T. He looked like shit. With his hairline almost completely gone and really long kind of... Oh my god, he had really bad hair. And then we had a special guest at the commentary booth. Captain Lou Albano.
Oh boy.
George. And we had a really terrible commentary thing. I think I was quoting them. Julio. They had an issue with pronouncing the name, so they had to really... They had a stern lesson talking of Julio. Julio. They would not shut the fuck up about this. And they talked about breakfast foods a lot. It was a good match. Good fast-paced match.
The match they were speaking on breakfast foods the whole match.
There you go. That's raw commentators for you.
Mm.
We got a good fast-paced match. Many flips, kicks, dives. Awesome match. Commentators didn't say don't do lucha because you will injure yourself.
Oh boy.
They start crowd brawling, which is really weird. They can't find them, so they zoom in on random fans during doing funny faces. Coulter calls George the Animal Steele a pig. Julio Fantastico.
Why are you talking about George the Animal Steele? What are you talking about?
I don't know. De Niro looked really green in this match.
Oh.
Not the greatest when taking punches. Scorpio hits a tumbleweed, finally decides to go for another one. Fantastico moves a little bit, but Scorpio gets it for another one, but he just like landed on Julio's face for some reason because I think he wanted to roll out of the way, but he didn't roll out of the way completely.
I don't know why, but whenever Too Cold Scorpio hits that move, like he just smashes their face.
Yeah, but this one his ass landed right on Julio's fucking face, and looked like he just like might have broken his fucking nose. Then we had the announcement of the fucking century. They announced Lou Albano is the new commissioner of Heroes of Wrestling. Poor fucker. You can add that on your resume now. No one will hire your ass.
Mm-hmm.
We got a great King Kong Bundy interview. And then we had the most boring match ever. We had the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov. They come down to the ring and they do their shit.
Nikolai Volkov, by the way, was massive. He was huge.
Yeah, no one looked good here. Iron Sheik did some shit, exercised some shit, had a huge belly.
Those shit. What do you call those billiards? Are they like giant bats or whatever? Are they giant thing where he like... Because I know I seen him do that before when he was in WWE or WWF back in the day when he used to show his strength by doing those things behind his back.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't fucking know. Oh, then he talked a lot of shit on Hogan for some reason. Where was Hogan in '99? WCW, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's in WCW at the time.
Then the Bushwhackers headed the ring. Luke and Butch, they went around the ring kissing fans. Sheik says, if the crowd keeps chanting USA, we will leave. Okay? Please. Everyone, please keep chanting USA. Please go. Lots of
Girl
fuckery.
psychology.
Lots of fuckery happened in this match. At some point, Volkov pulls out a foreign object, or a spike, and just stabs Bushwhacker in the stomach, while Sheik holds him from behind. Then Volkov goes to do it again, and his partner, I guess he hit his partner, and hits the object into Volkov. Or, what the fuck am I doing here? Who had the object? Fucking Sheik had the object. No, Volkov had the object. Was gonna stab one of the Bushwhackers, and Sheik held him, and the Bushwhacker moved out of the way, and he stabbed Sheik.
He stabbed him in the giant tummy.
And then he tried to give him a pin. That didn't work. And then Volkov and Sheik started to argue, and they made up and gave each other great big hugs. And their bellies were so fucking huge that they couldn't get their whole arms around each other. Like, their bellies were just kind of rubbing against each other, and it looked really awkward.
I don't even want to elaborate on that. Ugh.
And then the Bushwhackers kept going around the crowd and celebrating, and people are eating this 80s shit up. I guess they won after that fucking the spike. Never mind. You got the pen with that, actually.
So the Bushwhackers won, yeah. After he jabbed him in the tummy.
And then they had the fucking audacity to tell us to go to www.heroesofwrestling.com to pick up some great merch.
That's great.
Tully Blanchard gets attacked by Stan Lane backstage. That was footage from earlier tonight. Tully Blanchard promo. He developed some Golden Age PTSD, apparently. Starts off terrible, but it actually turns out okay.
I have to say one thing. I was watching this match, and I saw women. They had zoomed in on some women's faces, and they looked audibly disgusted.
Yep.
I
like the psychology of this matchup here, where they're like, Sweet Stan Lane is the heel, but they're like, oh, everybody loves Sweet Stan Lane. Oh, look at this. Oh, he's so good. All the women love Sweet Stan Lane. He's the fucking heel. Don't put him over. Come on.
Well, hey, there's no order here. You know, the women are going wild over.
I know, but like you can't play into the crowd. You got to be like, well, the fans are loving Stan Lane, but that's no excuse for Stan Lane's actions against fucking Tully Blanchard attacking him. He had no reason, had no right to attack him. But they're just like fucking putting Stan Lane over like crazy. He's like, oh, all these women love him. He's so great. Fucking Stan Lane's our god. Like,
meanwhile, while they close up on the women aren't doing a thing. They just look disgusted.
Yeah.
But you can just hear. You can hear how disgusted they are. You don't have to look at it.
Yeah. Sweet Stan Lane versus Tully Blanchard. Great martial arts skills, they quoted Stan Lane with. Apparently, Tully and Lane have quit wrestling to do better things for some reason. They waited to return to Heroes of Wrestling. I'm sure they regretted that. Lane waits to do his... Oh, he wants to do his own intro, because apparently he started doing his own microphone skills, I guess. And he called him the OG of Love.
Oh, boy.
People cheer Lane,
like that.
The heel. The announcers, of course, point this out. Lane buries Tully Blanchard during his entrance on the mic, says he's going to ride Tully. As soon as the bell rings, the cowardly heels run away.
Tully? He's going to ride him, huh?
Yep. Stan runs away. The announcers advertised us to turn the clock back 10 years. Then make note of how all the ladies are just crying and moaning about all Sweet Stan Lane. And then the camera cuts to this girl with a blank expression, just sitting there. Awesome. Lane tried to get the heat by using a martial arts kick, but instead Tully just starts to beat the shit out of him.
He just ate that kick to the stomach.
Yep, no sold it completely. This one-sided battle continues. One announcer remarks that they are exchanging blows as Tully just was beating the fuck out of Stan Lane here.
I don't know if this was a no DQ match or not, because outside the ring he choked him with some wires.
Who fucking cares, man? Fucking turn back the clock, dude.
Where there were no rules. Yeah.
God damn it. Alright, Tully gets cut off by Stan Lane by throwing him into the ring post, chokes him with a cord. Announcers continue to put over the heel how women love him. Stan fucking Lane does a scoop and a slam, goes for a pin. then uses one arm to hook the leg instead of using the other one, say, to put the weight on Blanchard. He instead uses that second handy-dandy arm to scoop the shoulder of Tully as the ref counts. Who pins like that? He scooped his arm underneath of Tully's head and lifted him up so his shoulders were off the mat. And the ref still fucking counted. Who fucking pins like that?
Well, hey, Cameron,
no fucking excuse. No, like, I know she's terrible. Count it! It's like, bitch!
Material.
God, that was fun. That was so funny. She's like, count it!
You know, I love how in this match they pan to so many women's faces where they're not doing a thing. They're just staring there. They're just looking. They don't look happy.
No.
They just don't look like anything. A
This
lot of
was
them have
truly a nothing match.
A lot of them had their faces slathered up in makeup.
Yeah.
I guess for Stan Lane, but
I'm sure it was very hot in there, and I'm sure they regretted that.
Yeah.
Then Lane uses some awesome MMA moves, body slams him onto the ropes as his neck just bounces right off one of the cables. Rip Pedro, right? Hero. Yeah. They keep getting cut off. Keeps getting cut off to board in the. What am I saying here? The camera keeps cutting to bored women in the crowd. The announcers are in love with Stan Lane. For some reason, I wrote Lee. Perhaps I was falling asleep here myself. Totally trips Lane over so he falls out of the ring. Just drags himself over Blanchard to get to the outside, which would look terrible. Totally puts Lane in a figure 4 leg lock for seconds. 15 seconds on the outside for some reason. So many rest holds. Blanchard starts to put Lane in a White Russian leg sweep. And hang on. And then I'm assuming he pinned him after that. Because I have my CZW Cage of Death 17 review in there. I need to skip past this. My bad. There's Havoc. There's Black G's.
King Kong Bungu.
Yeah, there's the main event for CZW. Hey, sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Akeem the African Dream is gonna go up against Abdullah the Butcher.
Like soon? Well,
No,
because Akeem is dead. That'd be impossible.
Akeem is not dead. He and One Man Gang are one and the same.
Wait, One Man Gang isn't dead?
No, he's not dead.
I thought he was dead. Am I thinking of, I think I'm thinking of Earthquake, who's dead.
Yeah, he's long gone.
Okay, yeah, that's I'm thinking of Earthquake. My bad. Yeah, White Russian leg sweep to Blaine. Then he yells, "Put me in a sleeper," which was great because you could hear that from everywhere.
Well, of course. I guess Cena took note from that because Cena was still a rookie at this time.
And then he says, "Reverse this," and then Tully Blanchard puts Lane in a sleeper. Then Stan Lane collapses, and Tully dives forward and he just plants his head miles away from the bottom turnbuckle. Really bad aim. Like, he was supposed to fall down, and the guy who had him in the sleeper was supposed to fall forward and hit his head on the turnbuckle. Missed it by miles. And then we had a quote, "Both men are a little bit tired." Yeah, with all these fucking rest holds, how could they be?
A little bit tired.
And we got Sweet Stan Lane performs a belly-to-back suplex on Tully, lays there for a second, and decides to add a bridge on a belly-to-back suplex.
Horrible. That bridge was awful.
Stan Lane is a terrible wrestler. We got the ref counts 1, 2. Tully kicks out, but ref says "fuck it" and counts 3. Everyone is confused besides Lane. The ref reverses his decision, and Lane was pinned during his bridge apparently, and counts a DQ. What? He knew this garbage needed to end apparently.
Yes, he did.
Tully cuts off Lane with the suplex. Stan no-sells it and walks off. About 4 people slowly chant, "Tully, Tully, Tully." Awesome.
Amazing.
Oh, fuck. Here we had a promo with Jim Neidhart and King Kong fucking Bundy.
Yep.
With no audio for 5 seconds. Then it cuts in and out. Jim talks about zoos and Jake Roberts, how he doesn't like snakes, apparently. The One Man Gang versus Abdullah the Butcher. Oh, yeah, this was a match. I totally forgot about this.
Yeah, Akeem.
That's what you're talking about. I forgot this was on the show. Fuck, he's an opponent, he's a apparent fan favorite from the crowd. That's what the commentator said, and the crowd happened to be fucking dead. One Man Gang starts to throw some chairs in the ring. Butcher moseys his way down to the ring. One Man Gang just attacks Abdullah before the match starts. Abdullah no-sells this shit. He just kind of lets there, and he'll slowly, like, stagger to the side and just kind of, like, that Abdullah thing that he does. He leans against the ropes forever and uses the chain very politely to punch him and choke him. The announcers confuse them. One-man gang.
One-man gang just stomping on his head.
Yep. He fucking
Abdullah's
busts
bleeding.
Abdullah open. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
he's
saying.
bleeding all over the place, and Abdullah's just laying there like a fat slob.
Well, yeah, he's getting the heat, dude.
Exactly.
Okay, we got brawling on the outside. Zev Coulter then explains he unplugged his audio source. I think Savage did the same there. He fixed it. That was really weird. One man continues to destroy Abdullah, the butcher, with chains and chairs. The ref is counting them out when one man uses weapons, and as if it's an illegal submission. Oh, no. Here's what I wrote. My bad. Count out what I just said there. The ref was counting them out. Yeah, he was counting them out as they're outside beating the fuck out of each other with chairs.
They get right back in the ring after the ref is counting out, and then Abdullah gets the upper hand. Because he gets his left trusty fork, and he starts bludgeoning and stabbing.
I'm about to get to that. But we had some awesome commentary by Zev fucking Coulter. He explains how to breathe during the wrestling matches, and then how the ref is going to count. Was going to get to a 10 count. Then one man.
Because we don't know the rules. We don't know the rules.
Yep. Abdullah finally cuts off one man gang. Not a moment too soon with a punch. The 2, then 3, which led to OMG KO'd on the outside. Abdullah uses fork on one man gang here.
Disgusting. Written fork.
Are you not a fan of Abdullah?
I do not like him.
The ref is blowing a fucking gasket because he counts out Abdullah probably like 3 times while he was using the fork on one man gang. Director misses all of this because he switched to the crowd. A man that received Abdullah the Butcher's fork, he gave his fork away.
Ugh.
More brawling on the outside. The bell rings. Once they reach the commentator table, they must stop the match. One man gang just starts beating the shit out of security and whatnot, and they brawl into the entrance, and hopefully for eternity.
Yeah, they do. For the rest of eternity.
Abdullah brawls with him all the way to hell, and Abdullah won the fight, and he sent one man gang to hell.
Yeah, it's a double count out. They lose both double count, even though they've been both counted out 1,000,000 times during this one freaking 7-minute match. The match ends when they're both smashing each other's head on the freaking rails, the side rails. And
fuck, dude.
Just brawl backstage.
Do you know what the fucking next match is?
It's the freaking, whatchamacallit? That's, Snuka and Orton's daddy.
God damn it. Alright, backstage. Video from the ceiling, apparently. Jimmy Snuka going to fight Bob Orton because of a card game. Oh yeah, he cheated in a card game. That's why they're fighting here.
And Snuka doesn't say a word.
Yep.
Promo. Little Alabama was just going off about how they're gonna destroy Cowboy Bob, Randy Orton, Daddy, and yeah.
Oh yeah, he was manager of Snuka.
Yeah, Lil Bookie.
During these fucking promos, they were zooming in and out. They could not focus this shit. It was hilarious. It's
it was
fucking
like
great.
Those freaking NSYNC, the NSYNC, freaking 90s music videos.
Alright, we got Cowboy Bob Orton versus Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Slow, boring match. Old, out of shape, flabby muscles with big bellies. Superfly wins by interference by Lou. He something from the second turn. Oh yeah, he does his finisher from the second turnbuckle, and he yeah, this was a nothing match. This really was nothing to where I don't even want to try to interpret my notes with my sloppy handwriting as the night got longer and I grew more tired. Yeah, and
they both feel very tired.
Yeah, do you want to say anything about this match? Because it fucking sucked.
No thanks. They're just laying. Snuka looks like he's just laying into the mat, like he's mushed.
I'm pretty sure Snuka fucked up his Superfly jump thing there, and he got hurt.
Yeah, he did. He doesn't look well. The referee's down. He doesn't look well either. Yeah. Then there's one really horrible spot in the match where Bob Orton has Snuka down for like an armbar, and it's there forever, and their just stomachs are laying out all over
Oh
them.
my god, yeah, just protruding on their sides.
They close up to Snuka's face where he's losing hair and his head and his teeth are missing, and
So we get the announcers, the claim referees never do their job because of the interference, as the fans had the biggest pop of the night, calling Bob Orton is a faggot. They were chanting, Bob is a faggot.
Of course.
Which was great.
With children and the freaky.
Alright, here we go. We got Jake the Snake fucking Roberts promo.
The best match, the match of the night.
Says he's a cheater. He will fuck, he fucks with his hair a little bit. And then, Jim the Anvil Night Hair versus Jake Roberts. I don't know what the fuck I'm reading here, dude.
He says,
like,
you want to play 21? I got 22.
This is the infamous fucking promo right here.
I got the jacks.
He's a cheater. He's what he's saying here.
Yes, he says, I cheat. You don't want to play with me because I cheat. And he's like he's ripping his hair out like Eugene.
Yeah. All right, Jake comes
down. Hold on. There was this one really cool segment where he tells the cameraman to look down at Damien. And then he's like, Mr. Cameraman, hello! And then because the camera was on Damien for like 5 minutes, and then Jake Roberts had to get the cameraman to tell him to come back up. Look at him.
These guys were fucking amateurs. They might have been the little girls in the crowd. They're like, all right, you're gonna be our camera people because we have, like, fuck, who do we choose? Like, this production crew is so bad. It might be on the same scale as the Royal Rumble production crew. Fuck, with the directing skills.
I'll tell you one thing. I'd rather watch this over the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble wasn't bad, but this is fun. Hold on.
This is so bad, it's hilarious.
Exactly. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Alright, second. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick little break. We'll be back momentarily. Welcome back to TMFIA Reviews, Heroes of Wrestling. We're at our main event of the evening. We had Jake the Snake Roberts versus Jim Neidhart. Right?
Yes, and Jim Anvil, I will say he did look pretty good here. Well, he looked good physique-wise anyway.
Were you turned out? Are you watching the match right now?
Yeah, I'm watching.
Yeah, turn down a little bit there.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so we had Jake comes down the ring. He drops the bag with the snake. He runs backstage and then comes back minutes later as the camera just was waiting on the entrance ramp, and it took me forever to figure out what the fuck was going on because the camera was just panning. And I'm like, where the fuck is Jake Roberts?
I heard is that he went to go use the bathroom.
Really? I would have guessed that he went and did some drugs and came back.
Yeah, he just went and took a wee, took a leak on the side, and then came back out. And then he took his shirt off, and then he went over to the crowd. And you know that my favorite part of the whole event, besides the promo, was...
Oh my god. Jake, he goes over to this, quote, middle-aged uggo and grabs her hands. And what does he do with her hands?
He takes her hands and slathers it all over his gigantic protruding stomach and loves it.
Yes.
And she looks very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I would probably leave the event. I would hit him. I would fucking run. And I would get tetanus shots, malaria pills, anything. Alright, so the Great Neidhart and Jake Roberts, they lock up. Jake teases the snake right away. Then Jim works over Jake's arm. Fucking chain wrestling with these two is unbearable to watch. And then the bag is not secured all the way, so the fucking snake starts to escape.
Yeah, we see it. We see the snake slowly coming out, just poking his little head out.
Jake says, fuck it, and he grabs it, and he uses it as if it's his penis. And he's, like, got it up against his penis, like, and he's just fucking acting like it's his dick. And he's fucking waving it around, and this guy's fucking crazy.
And he's just laying on the ground.
He is obviously fucked up out of his mind.
You can see the people in the crowd are just dying of laughter.
Mm-hmm.
And then King Kong Bundy comes running down.
Well, Jake just lays down and starts to make out with the snake. King Kong Bundy heads down to the ring. Bundy makes the distraction. Neidhart hits him from behind. Neidhart puts up on an intense sleeper, and Jake kicks and kicks and kicks around in pain as Bundy yells at old Jim to squeeze him. Roberts cuts off.
It's like here he's really trying to knock him out.
Yeah, with the fucking sleeper. Squeeze him, Jim. Yeah, Roberts cuts off Neidhart. Bundy makes another distraction. 2-on-1 now. Ref gives no shits. Yokozuna comes down to the ring. This fucker is giant. How much did he fucking weigh?
He weighed like 700, almost 800 pounds.
That's very unhealthy.
He was very unhealthy here. He was like... He died a month later, I think.
Yokozuna gets double teamed by Bundy and Neidhart. Probably because he suffered this or watched it afterwards and he fucking had a heart attack. He was like, holy fuck, this show's terrible.
Oh.
Jake does nothing on this double team, and now a tag team match just out of the fucking blue. We get Jake Roberts stumbles around the ring. He's just, I know he's fucking high. I just know it. Okay,
so he's not drunk, he's high.
He could be either or, I don't fucking know.
He could be both.
Yeah, but... fucking Roberts just lays there, and Neidhart and Bunny just kick the shit out of him.
It looks like they're legit trying to hurt him.
Yes, I would be pissed. I would chop the shit out of this fucker for being fucked up in this match.
They
looked pissed. They were just kicking the fuck out of this dumbass.
If I was commissioner, I would have had King Kong Bundy go up to the top rope and did what Tuco Scorpio did to him.
And just fucking sit on his... How about Yokozuna? Fucking sit on that fucker.
Oh, okay, I was wrong. He died a year later.
Okay.
2000, yeah.
Oh, boy. So, Roberts finally kicks off his boots and low blows Bundy and Neidhart to get the hot tag to Yokozuna. He was wearing some absurd socks.
He looks like he's two people in one robe. He looks like he's two people.
Then we got Bundy just pins Roberts. That is all. Yokozuna pulls in Bundy's random bald manager in the ring, and Roberts is out of it. He's just laying there, I'm sure. Samoan drop to the mini Bundy, this random manager who is bald, just showed up out of the fucking blue. And just did a Samoan drop to him, and then Jake grabs the snake and drops it on him, and that's over.
It was a travesty, nonetheless. It was a fun travesty, though. It was like a train wreck that you like to see.
And we had, they come back, and the last image you see is Yokozuna's fat ass trying to escape the ring, and Jake Roberts laying down in the middle of the fucking ring. He's just laying there. Just fucking laying there.
They just tried to bludgeon the dude to death, and they just all leave him at the end of the show.
Oh my fucking god. This was a bad show, goddamn. This show was fucking bad, guys. You should watch it. Link will be...
Review, though.
Hopefully I'll try to remember to put the link in the description, because, you should definitely check out some of the matches. Like, fucking A, they're solely bad. Like, the great match of Tully Blanchard versus Stan Lee.
Stan Lee.
But, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the conclusion to our Heroes of Wrestling review. Both of our channels will be down in the description. Totally you should check that out. We got some great gameplay videos and other videos coming at you. Great discussion and whatnot on Savage's channel he's doing currently.
Yar.
And you guys can totally find us on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @97JonnyBoy and Savage's
Dragon Tamer 109.
And thank you guys so much for all the support you guys are giving us with these reviews, and please keep it up.